on, guys? It's Chris Keys. Now, today I wanted to go over some Q&As from the last video that I posted up. I was asking you guys if you have any questions. This would be the video that I would be answering the questions. Unfortunately, I wish I did receive more questions. I didn't get too much, but I still jot some down, and I'm going to be doing that for you today. Now, before I continue, um, definitely like, share, and subscribe because I'm gonna be giving a lot of info in this video. As always in all my videos, I'm gonna be giving a lot of good info, a lot of good tools that you can use to help you in your Shopify journey. Now, also, let me just throw this out there for the people who's been following me from the beginning, from the start. Even you newcomers now, if you check out my stuff, I just recently started a new YouTube channel with my wife, and our first video is our wedding video. So, I'm definitely going to leave a link down below so you guys could check that out. Definitely subscribe because this is where you're going to be able to see a different side of Chris Keys. Like, you're going to see more of a personality than, who I am. But let's get off of that topic. Let's go straight into some Shopify stuff. So, we're going to go straight into the questions right now. The first question that I received was, can you really start making money on Shopify without having money? That's like a yes, or a yes and a no in a way, because if you're referring to, do you need money to get your ads running? Not really. If you find a hot product that's going to end up giving you the funds to keep on flipping. But when you first open up a Facebook business Facebook business profile with Facebook, what happens is that they give you a threshold for about $25. So within spending your first $25, that's when they will dip into your account. So what happened is that, if you're doing $5 a day on ads, so that means for the first 5 days, you are really rolling the dice trying to see if you're going to make a sell or not, especially if you have no money in your account. Remind you, you still need a debit card or a credit card to still connect into, Facebook in order for you to start running ads anyways. So I do know quite a few people. Like I said, the chances is not as high as you think it is, and even if somebody might make it seem like it's easy for it to happen, it's not easy, especially if you don't know the process in a way when it comes to finding a winning product or a product that's already doing good. Honestly, you're rolling the dice if you're trying to see if you can make some money without really having any ads, ad money on the side to keep your ads running. So that's why within the 5 days, if you do make a sale, then whatever, from the sales that you've been making within the first 5 days, you could end up throwing that money towards, your ads, so you could keep your ads running. But the worst case scenario is that within the first 5 days, you don't get any sales, then you're just stuck. And plus, again, you need to pay to open up your Shopify store to keep it active as well. So that's something too. So you can't really start Shopify without money. You kind of need money. Do you need a lot of money? Not really, depends. I usually advise people to have about a good $500 to $1,000 in ad spent, especially if you're trying to just pick up the pace in finding a winning product. But let's move on to the next question. Next question is, what would you recommend starting into Shopify, a general store or a niche store? For those of you who follow me, like I said, I stress, big time when it comes to starting general stores, because you're not limited. You're not limited. You're not really focused to just one audience. And when you're focused to one audience, that's where you end up finding yourself spending the most money, compared to somebody who has more of like a open space in a way. They're more free because they could attack this person, attack that person until they end up finding that winning product. You just cater to one specific group. So it's like you have to make this work. You have to make this work. And I tend to see that people who have niche stores, you have to go a little bit over and beyond in a way, depending if you do find a very passionate niche that's going to really boosts up your sales. Like I said, like passionate niche, I would say is something like maybe it's a store that's dedicated to like a country, you know. Sometimes people will ask me like, what's like the top recommended niche that you go for. Honestly, I don't really have like a top niche. Like I said, I go by what's working in my general store, and if the product that I'm selling in my general store that's making me a lot of money, if it's a niche product as well, then I might merge into building a niche store like around that product. And from there, like say for example, if it's a nurse product, then I'll end up building a nurse store. So I know that this one product is gonna bring so much, is gonna flood my store with so much nurse, people that they're gonna eventually end up wanting to buy other stuff that's inside the store. And another thing is, what I do is like, look at some of the trend. Like I said, countries are a very big passionate niche. Look at the attention that, not to get a little political in a way, but look at all the attention that Haiti and Africa is getting right now, right? I would probably build a niche store that's dedicated to Haiti or Africa, and you're selling products that is like motivating in a way, like like I love Africa t-shirts, or make Haiti great again head caps, something like that. You could use those type of stuff, to not only for a good cause, to spread that love in a way, that pride, but at the same time you're using that trending topic in a way, as your niche store. If you had a niche store, how would you promo it? If I had a niche store, I would definitely look into influencers. Like I said, it depends on what's the niche product. I would look into influencers, and the way I would do it is definitely through Instagram. Now, I know some of you are probably asking, like, okay, how do you find Instagram influencers? So, one thing that I usually do, even if like say for example, even if it's a general store, but let's just dive into this site right now. So this is socialblade.com. Now, socialblade.com is a platform that really helps you when it comes to seeing if, what type of activity is going on a specific person's profile. So, say for example, if I wanted to check, let me try to look up like a some type of watch Instagram profile. I'm just going to go into my Instagram right now, and I'm gonna put hashtag watch and see what top profiles are popping up. So I just found a profile. It's called Official Watches. So we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna put official. Now, say for example, if this was a niche that I was working on, watches. So you want to make sure that this person is not, it does not have a whole bunch of fake followers. And how do you do that? The first thing I would do is definitely click on their followers. Try to see if you see pictures, like the people that's following them. Try to make sure that you see that they actually have like pictures. And because some people will buy a whole bunch of bots, and the bots, once you click into their followers, you'll see there's a whole bunch of no face people that's following them. Usually that would indicate that it's just a whole bunch of bots that's following them. Another thing that I would do is that I would definitely get on it. As you can see, it has like a consistent flow of followers. I will come here, and it looks like this specific page is definitely trending. It's getting followers daily. That's another thing that I will definitely look at. The only thing that kind of scares me in a way, now that I'm looking at it, look at how they went from 123, 455, 547, and over here is 47, 49. That will raise a little flag to me, probably saying that this is probably a fake. They getting fake followers. I don't even need to check into their stuff. But using this tool will be powerful. Like I said, if you see a consistent flow of followers, it usually would indicate, give you a green flag. What I would do is click on the pictures too, see if they are getting a lot of engagements. Sometimes you will click on a picture and it shows that they receive like 5,000 likes and only 2 people commented. Usually that's not common. Another thing that I usually do, like say for example, like I said, if it's niche products, then you're probably going to try to look for a specific page. Now, if you're doing something like a general niche, I usually try to look for meme pages that's related to like memes and stuff, because those pages are very general. Everybody's on it. It's not catered to just one specific group of people. So I would do the same strategy just with like different meme pages. So I would jump into Instagram again, search up, hashtag memes and see what pages that I find. I usually try to do pages that usually have a good, 100K, 100,000 plus followers, and from there you can negotiate with them. They usually will have little packages saying, do you want to promote on their feed? Do you want to promote on their story? And thereon. Next question is, are $5 a day ads really effective? And how much should you spend on Facebook ads? $5 a day ads are effective, and that's what I was using in the beginning when my Shopify started to take off. I was only doing $5 ads, and it's not until later on. I mean, of course, there's phases. You don't want to just stick to $5 ads. $5 ads is just to test products. After the testing phase is over and you do feel like you have a winning product, and that's when you start bumping it up and scaling. There's different phases. So is $5 ads definitely effective? Yes, it is. The question where it asks, how much would I spend on Facebook ads? I mean, if you're talking about during the testing phase, right now I'm using a new strategy. I'm not really doing $5 a day ads. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, if you work on around your budget, don't do too much because you're gonna end up in a hole. If $5 a day ads is what you could stick with, then by all means, please stick to that. Don't go outside of your budget. Now, for some of you guys who probably have a bigger budget to work with, what I do is I'm spending probably about close to $100 testing a single product, because there's a process to it. Just to be quick about that, I will have a PPE running, I will have a video ad running, and I will have a web conversion add to cart ad that's running, and there will be like at least 5 to 10 ad sets within the web conversion add to cart, and going for about $10 each. The PPE is going for about $25, and the video ad is going for about 25, and all of this is worldwide campaign. And this is just to speed up the process, building in that information, getting all this stuff, and definitely seeing which product is going to be profitable, or is the product going to be profitable based on the information that I'm already getting from Facebook. Like I said, if you can't do 25, then hey, try to do $10 on each one. Try to, map it out. You probably end up spending a good $50 or whatever it is. But the main thing is stick to your budget. Don't try to speed up your success process, because you might end up putting yourself in a hole where now you're discouraged. Stay in your lane in a way. Stay in your lane. Trust the process, even though if it's slow. Don't be impatient into just trying to find that success so quick. Because when you're impatient, that's when you end up feeling like this is not going to work for you. So be patient. Stick within your budget. If the $5 ad thing is what you could work with, then do that. If you could go bigger, then hey, you could use this same blueprint that I just gave right now. What would you recommend when testing a product if starting off with a PPE? If a product is profitable, would you scale product using web conversion? If yes, would you use view content, add to cart, or purchase? If I'm testing a product using the PPE, if it end up being profitable, then I'm going straight to purchase. I'm going straight to purchase on the web conversion ads. Add to cart, I don't need none of that. I already see that it's a profitable product. I'm going straight to, I'm going straight to the purchase web conversion. But what I would recommend is that, especially if you're using a video as your PPE ad, the best thing for you to do, I'm gonna tell you right now, is if you're using a video for PPE, there's so much that you could do with it. And what I would do is that I would create a lookalike audience. I mean, of course, that's after, if you're building a lot of data, you're getting a lot of, something like, for you to find out that the product is profitable, you have to get a good couple of sales. And of course, during that process, you're going to be getting a lot of video views. So what I would do is I will create a lookalike audience based on the people who's been interacting with that video. Then once I build, because most likely, people's going to be adding to cart, all of that. There's going to be so much things going on. Once I create this lookalike audience, it's going to be more precise. It's going to be more of a precise audience that's going to be really into, what I'm trying to push out for them to buy. Because sometimes when you try to keep on building just off of the interest, audience that you're targeting, sometimes it could really flow up and down with your sales like that. Sometimes you could have one day where you end up having like 6 sales, and the next day you end up having like 2 sales. But I found out that, working with lookalike audiences, it definitely is more effective. So that's what I would recommend. Go with the web conversion purchase ads. That would be more effective. On a $500 to $1,000 ad budget for the month, how long would it take to find a winning product? Now, I get this question a lot. A lot of people think that, once you have a certain amount of budget, there's like a scheduled period of time where you're supposed to find a winning product. Listen, I had times where I spent over $1,000 before I found a winning product, and there's moments where I probably just spent $100 and I found a winning product, or even just 20. I mean, of course, there's a process into, you really don't have to go so overboard, but like I said, don't set yourself up with a expectation of like, okay, once I hit $500, I know I'm supposed to get a sell or find a winning product. Nobody could really tell you how much you're supposed to spend to find a winning product. Like there's no way of saying that. It's just that's why I always push that. Just keep on testing. The person who tests the most end up finding that winner. If you testing just one product a week, then it's going to take a while before you end up finding a winning product. But if you're testing about 6 products a week or whatever it is, if you build a number, it's going to give you a greater chance of finding, a winning product. How do you do product research? So I'm going to give you guys a powerful tool, a very effective tool. This is something that I bumped into, and actually a good friend of mine showing it to me. I was thinking about throwing it with, in one of my trainings, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to give you guys something very powerful that you could use. So this is the tool right here. It's a site. As you can see right here is Pexda.com, and it's a free. They have a free subscription and a paid subscription. I'm about to show you what's different between the free and the paid. In the free, the ones that's in green, they'll let you see the products, and the ones that's in black, I guess, is like the exclusive products that's doing good. Those are the ones that you can't see if you don't have the paid version of it. But what's cool about this is that it finds you winning products that's already doing good based on Facebook ads. So if we had to jump into a product right now, let's see this Home Bright LED strip. Okay, so we're in it right now. As you can see, it shows how much the product is costing in AliExpress. It's showing how much some stores are selling it for. It's showing the profit margin. It's showing the cost per action, the CPA, and it's showing your potential altogether profit on this product. Not only that, it gives you the link that's going to show you directly to the product itself. It's going to locate the product in AliExpress, and you can also find the product on Amazon and so on. But what I really found powerful about this is that they kind of do the homework for you. You can find the ad right on Facebook, and this is where you could be able to just strip the video too, just off of the Facebook ad. It shows you the countries that they're targeting and which one is more effective. It's showing you giving you targeting that you could put in your Facebook advertisement. As you can see, this is the places that they're targeting. This is some stuff. They're giving you examples so you could test out yourself. It gives you 3 different targeting examples. Not only that, it shows you a picture of how your ads should probably look when you're testing it. And this is something you could do. Now, if you were to ask me, would I copy, the way that they have their ad stuff set up? I already have a formula to targeting my audience. So I personally wouldn't use their blueprint, but for someone who don't really know what they're doing, I mean, this is basically a shortcut for you, so you could test out to see what's working for you too. And they give you proof pictures so you can see the type of engagements that this ad is receiving. And if let's go back, it shows you what day that this product was posted up on Facebook. And not only that, if we check over here, it shows you how much sales it made from the past 6 days that it's been posted up and different. But as you can see, as we scroll down and we're looking at other products, it's showing you how much sales. Look at this product right here, a console. How much sales is selling for, and other products as well. So this definitely, I'm gonna leave the link down below so you guys could check it out. This would be a very powerful way of finding some products to test out. How do you find reliable AliExpress vendors? Now, what I usually do, especially when it comes to a product that I bump into, um, I don't really have like an exact well, this is what I do. Say for example, if it's a specific product that I'm looking for and I do search it up and I see multiple vendors are selling the same thing, the number one thing that I do is check out how much orders, like which person has the most orders from. most likely if that person have the most orders, then most likely they're probably just more reliable. That's why more people are purchasing from them. And one thing that I definitely do is that I always try to get in contact with them just to confirm how long is it takes for them to process the shipping. Some people could take 2 days, some people could take 7 days. That's something that you also want to take note of. So I mean, one of the biggest thing, like I said, and definitely the ratings, that could play a big factor too. So I would, like I said, I will try to see who sells the most. I will get into contact with them to see, what is their shipping process, and from there I'll see, if I could build a relationship with them. What Shopify free theme would I recommend using? Um, in most stores, when I first started off, especially, I mean, now I have more of a custom um Shopify theme that I use for like my stores, and even for like the clients that I build stores for. But if you are getting into Shopify and you don't want to pay for a theme, the one theme that was very effective for me and the few stores that I did open up with, and this was the only thing that I was using, was I think it's the Brooklyn theme. The Brooklyn theme was one of the most effective ones for me. And from there, I never changed up to anything else. I always used the Brooklyn theme. So that would be a good free theme for you to use. Would you recommend using PayPal? Now, for those of you who know me, if you check out my video, I spoke about the, situation that I got in with PayPal. Now, I'm not going to lie. I did enter back in the PayPal game again, but I entered in a different way. One thing that I definitely see that is very effective is your customer service. Customer service is everything, especially because the thing is, not Facebook, PayPal is very big when it comes to refunds. So what I have my team doing now is that as soon as somebody asks for a refund for a product, I quickly message them and tell them like, hey, can you you don't can you pull back from this refund, and I would send you the money, from the PayPal. But I will send it to them as like a family and friends good transaction, instead of making it a business transaction, because they don't count the family and friends transaction as a refund. They just look at it like, okay, you just sending money. Versus if you was to do a business transaction, and from you doing that, you make them pull out of that request for a refund. It helps your rating, your refund rating, stay at a positive level, because that's one thing that really triggers PayPal to say no, we're not messing with them. And definitely make sure that your I mean, the biggest thing is just making sure that you're not getting a lot of refunds. Once you're getting a lot of refunds, that's one of the biggest thing. And definitely upload tracking numbers on your PayPal, because that will definitely be another reason why PayPal might feel iffy about having you work with them. One thing that I really recommend too is, if you're not using PayPal, open up a PayPal right now and just like season it in a way, like use it just to purchase things or whatever. Then after like a good month or two, I will connect it. But even while I'm telling you these little advices, does that mean that you're gonna have it forever? I'm letting you know right now, when you're using these merchant gateways, you will bump into like a little bump in the road. You will definitely hit a wall sometimes. It's just knowing how to keep on moving on from there. So if there's other gateways out there that you see that you could use, Shopify gives you a list of gateways that's on their stuff that you could check out to see if it's a gateway that you could use, just so you could have as a backup, at least, just in case something like that happens. But PayPal, I'm not gonna lie, PayPal, I know, especially for people who's overseas that don't have access to processing, with Shopify payments, go with the PayPal, but definitely, take into consideration the little tips that I just gave. And the very last question. Now, I'm throwing this in there because a lot of people keep on asking me this too, even though I would make it clear that I'm still doing this. But the last question is, do I still offer coaching? Yes. Right now, I remember in my first video for the year, I mentioned that I am only working with 20 students this year. The seats is limited this year. I did the biggest mistake last year of getting so much students where I couldn't even control it. I'm only working personally with 20 students this year. If the seats were to fill up within 2 months, then that's it. That's it. So this year I'm working with only 20 students. So first come, first serve. What am I doing right now? I mean, actually, I say 18 because 2 people within this month, 2 people just opt into my coaching. And like I said, seats limited. There's 18 seats left right now. If one thing that I always tell people, I mean, this don't even need to go for me personally, or like find somebody that you're comfortable with, that you feel that could take you to that next level within your Shopify business. Once you find that person that you feel that you could really trust, then invest your money. Don't look at it like you're just giving them a gift, but look at it like you're investing in yourself, because that investment is going to help you grow within your business. A lot of people wants to hold on and try to learn it themselves, and you end up causing so much mistake. You end up spending more money than what you were supposed to, because you was trying to just, be so greedy to holding your money and feeling like, okay, I could try to teach myself. Then, long story short, you're going to end up just hitting a wall. Find somebody that could mentor you and that's willing to help you out. I mean, of course, a lot of people, I'll get a lot of questions. A lot of people are approaching me like, hey, can you mentor me? Can you mentor me? And as soon as I would mention a price, and they would have like some type of remark to say to me. But you need to understand too that everybody time is like very like valuable to them. Understand? Like, I could only help so much people, and not only that, I have to help my own self, and plus I need personal time for myself too. So here I am trying to help out like a whole bunch of people. Like, it's as much as I love helping people. That's why I have this YouTube channel where I'm trying to give as much information as I can. Of course, sorry to say, but time is money sometimes. And to get that personal time with me, there is a fee for that. So yes, I do coaching still. There's 18 seats left. Seats is limited. Definitely opt in. And I'm looking forward to help out other people. Also, I have consulting, but I'm not even going to get deep into what services I have. The links is going to be down below. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to sell you guys anything. Just the links is down below. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, definitely do it. Go with it. Or if you find somebody else that's that you feel you could feed off of, go with them as well. So guys, I hope you found all the answers you was looking for, at least a good amount. Still feel free to drop questions down below, comment, get interactive with me, guys. Check out my Instagram. I'm gonna have the link at the end of this. Check out my Instagram. Add me on Snapchat. Definitely my Instagram. I'm very active on the Instagram, so that would be a good place if you can't reach me via email. I'm very active on my Instagram, so add me on Instagram. And we're definitely going to rock out some more. Remember, guys, my new channel with, my wife, the link is going to be down below. The wedding video is now up, so you could check out the wedding video. And not only that, you can subscribe to that channel, because that's where you're going to see a lot of vlogs with me and my wife. We're going to be doing challenges, a lot of fun activities, me acting silly, being the silly person that I am. And yeah, we're going to just learn from each other, I guess. So guys, I hope this video was very informational, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't